If you finish too fast in bed, you probably tried everything from the squeeze technique to Kegels to delay sprays. And these things can work, but something no one talks about for men with PE is looking at your routine of how you're having sex. Welcome back to the What I Love About Sex podcast. I'm your host, Stephanie, clinical sexologist and sex coach for men. Today, I want to let you in on a little secret, what seems to be a secret, because I never hear people talk about this. And it's definitely helped my clients with PE, along with other things. So first, let's look at what the normal routine is when it comes to sex. You're making out, you're touching each other, and then it usually turns into oral, and then penetration, and then you're done. It's this linear progression. When sex doesn't have to be linear, it could be all over the place. You could do different things at different times. You can start from the end and go backwards. Like, you can mix and match. And if you are struggling with PE, then I encourage you to do this. Look at your routine and ask yourself, where can I slow down? Or what would help me slow down so that I can be more self-aware of when I'm getting to that point of no return? I can create moments of calming my nervous system down. What can that look like? These moments can still fit the moment of sex, but not spike your arousal towards orgasm. So here's what I mean. If you were to start having sex, and even a minute or so in, if you were to pull out and then you were to perform oral sex or receive oral sex or make out or grab a toy for her and use that on her, or flip and go to a position that maybe allows you to experience less sensation so you're able to give yourself a moment. And that's all this is like realizing what types of sexy activities are bringing me to a low arousal, a middle arousal, and a high arousal. Because if you can understand that for yourself, you'll have a better idea of how you can mix and match and what types of activities can kind of buy you time. And when you buy back your time, you overall have a clearer sense of body awareness. You will be more likely to understand where that point of no return is and get your body more familiar with that point so that you over time can last longer, because you understand your own arousal breaks and accelerators. This is something for you to play around with. They always tell guys, especially if you want to be more of the dominant role in a sexy way, then use that to your advantage and tell her something like, no, you can't have it yet, and go in and do something else. Just pin her down and talk to her for a few minutes. Like, this is the stuff that makes sex so much fun, but we're just so used to looking at it like, no, you always have to be active. You always have to be thrusting. You always have to be like going at it and doing crazy stuff. No, like, practice the slow parts of sex. Like the parts that maybe won't get you super aroused, but can keep you in that moment and have you feeling dominant, and most likely get her super aroused. Because women, for the most part, do prefer that slow, intense, passionate eye contact. And most guys prefer it a little bit faster. I'm just saying most based on what I hear for the last 6-7 years talking to men. Think of how you can mix around the activities to help you buy time, help you have a clearer sense of body awareness, have more fun, experience different types of sex and play, and see if that helps you. Because I know for a lot of you, it does. So give it a try. And also, this just came to my mind right away, but like, when you get to the point where you can talk to your partner very openly about her desires and she's really comfortable sharing hers with you, you may find that she likes something that feels so nice for her and she would love for you to do it for a few minutes, but it doesn't get you super aroused. So for instance, if like she really likes her inner thighs rubbed while you just look at her and talk to her in like a dirty, sexy, or loving way, you can do that for literally 10 minutes and both of you can feel so good and can be so hot and connected. Like, these are the things that people don't realize make such a great sex life, because you're so used to like, bam, 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 we gotta be moving, we gotta be doing it like the movies or the porn stars. And situations like this, when you really understand your partner and what really makes her just fully relaxed and feeling fully like sexual, and you guys can have this moment that helps you last longer and helps her get more and more turned on and more wet. Like, it's just such a great experience. And there's so many of these types of things you could tap into to help your PE and not feel like you always have to just think of baseball or grandmas, right? Like, you can actually stay present in the moment, and you should, but in a way that doesn't spike your arousal. And you need to play around with things to understand what those moments look like for you. Everybody's different. Hope this is helpful. And if you're looking for more one-on-one help that is tied specifically to you and your PE situation or your relationship, I'd love to help you. Let's see if we're a good fit. So fill out the link in the description of this episode and we'll see if we can work together. But other than that, I will see you in the next video.